Great day, everyone. This is your boy, Reginald Gant, founder of Serve for Men and the Serve for Men virtual community. And I just wanted to quickly chime in and talk about part two of this four-part series that I'm entitled Eating Your Peas, right? Last week for part one, we talked a little bit about pride. That was the P and P's. This week, we're going to talk about the E and P's, right? Ego. Now, Webster defines ego as a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. And when I hear the word ego, I instantly think about Beyonce's song that she dropped a couple of years ago. And the song says, hey, I got a big ego. And I remember Kanye West's part specifically. Now, ego is that thing that all of us as men, fathers, and husbands have, right? It's the thing that puffs us up. It's the thing that makes us feel like we are more important or better than someone else. But my brothers, this should not be. When it comes to ego, ego is that thing that we all need to check at the door, right? Maybe at work, right? You find yourself, maybe you sit in the CEO suite, right? Maybe you're in the C suite. Maybe you're a vice president, right? Maybe in your industry or a sphere of influence, you are a big deal. But ego is that thing that we need to constantly check and remind ourselves that, hey, at the end of the day, God created us to be all equal, right? No one is greater than another. For greatness in God's eyes actually is, God says that the greatest among us shall serve. So ego is that thing that we need to always make sure that we watch. So as we're talking about eating our peas and how Popeye used to eat his spinach and get strong men in this season, I want us to eat our ego. If our ego has puffed us up to the point where, we no longer associate with certain individuals because of whatever reason, right? Check your ego at the door, right? Strengthen yourself by eating your ego and come back to humility, right? If your ego has been deflated, uh, that's a good thing, right? If your ego is growing and people have been telling you about yourself and they've been telling you things that you may not want to hear about yourself, maybe time to listen. I can remember a number of years ago when several friends started to tell me about myself, and it was kind of hard for me. It was a hard pill to swallow, but as I did some self reflection, as I did some introspection, the individuals that shared it, they really cared about me. They really had my best interest at heart. So I had to take what they said in stride, and I decided to make some changes. And man, that's what I'm encouraging us to do in this season, right? Check out ego. If it's time for us to make some changes, let's make some changes because God didn't create us to have big egos. God created us to serve. So as we're eating our peas, man, last week, part one, I talked about eating our pride. This week, I'm talking about eating our ego. Let's eat our ego when it comes to our spouses, right? Let's eat our ego when it comes to dealing with our children and our world of work, right? And our places where we worship, right? Let's eat our ego and let's operate as the men, fathers, and husbands that Jesus Christ has created us to be. He was a man of grace and humility. We should be modeling the same. So, man, I hope that this is a word of encouragement to you. I want you to like this video, subscribe, share it with a brother, right? Share it with someone that you know. And also invite them to this Serve for Men virtual community. They can find us online at serve4men.mn. M as in Mary, N as in Nancy, .co. And until next time, men, peace.